Hi my loves, welcome back to Chat to Mila. So, hey, y'all. Oh my gosh, I just can't even believe this is a topic of discussion. But the reason that I want to address it is because y'all know I always have to focus on Black unity, Black love, and I really feel like this situation with Destiny's Child Cater to You song trying to be canceled really ties into how we have just gone so far away from the traditional Black family and the traditional values and standards of the Black family. I mean, I appreciate that song, and honestly, I would be sitting there listening to that song like, I can't wait. You know, I can't wait to have someone to cater to. So we're about to get into why this song should be definitely not canceled, why we ain't about to let nobody cancel this song, because y'all out here listening to Megan Thee Stallion and City Girls, but you have a problem with Cater to You? No, Black people, we got to get back to our families and our core and our traditions and our morals, because this is going too far. All right, but before we get into the video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Yes, that is a thing. And because you don't want to miss a video, y'all, we have so much to be educated on, so much to grow, so much to learn. Make sure that you like this video because y'all know y'all like it. Don't forget to go to your website, get your Chat to Mila mug. I also have t-shirts that is all about Black empowerment, Black love, and I have jewelry, so you guys definitely want to support Black-owned businesses. And I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching. Let's get into it. All right, so first things first, y'all. What we're not ever gonna do is cancel anything Beyonce or Destiny's Child. Okay, that is where Black people have gone too far. Black Twitter has gone too far. We aren't canceling anything that came from them, because these were, oh, are you kidding me? Some of the best hits that Black women have from R&B came from early Beyonce and Destiny's Child, honey. We are not canceling that. But this new generation, they are so anti-men, and, you know, it's spilled over to Black women being anti-Black men, and it's really just gone way too far. You know, they believe that men are toxic, this new feminist empowerment movement, don't let women be down. And let me just say right now, I am all for feminism, I'm all for women's empowerment, but I do not believe that we have to trash our men, the very men who we need to be the foundation of our family structures, while we empower women. So, but that's what we're going to get into later. First of all, I want to pull up the lyrics for Cater to You by Beyonce. I can't believe this, because they were posting the fact that one of the parts of her lyrics said, my life would be purposeless without you, and that to them was just the worst thing they've ever heard. But let's actually pull up the lyrics and see what she said. So the first part of the song says, baby, I see you working hard. I want to let you know I'm proud, let you know I admire what you do. Right? She's saying, look, I see you out here working hard. I admire it. I'm so proud of you. Nothing wrong with that. Then she goes, the more if I need to reassure you, my life would be purposeless without you. If I want it, got it. When I ask you, you provide it. I think that if anybody has a problem with that, that's a problem. She literally is saying that you work so hard, I'm so proud, and you're a provider. And they have a problem with that. Like, men are supposed to provide. That is the core tradition, and that is the core role, and that is the traditional role of men, especially in the Black family. They're the providers. They provide. And she's saying, I'm proud of you, and I admire you for that. And some people in this generation had a problem with that. It'll be the same ones who have a problem with that, talking about how they need a man who's rich and give them 800K, 6 figures, 8 figures, you know, those type of songs, sweetie song, you know, my type, that they'll be sitting there screaming like, I need a rich man. But here she is talking about how I'm proud of you for being a provider, and y'all are mad? Child, what is going on? Then she goes on, the next verse says, you inspired me to be better. You challenged me for the better. Sit back and let me pour out my love letter. Let me help you take off your shoes, untie your shoestrings, take off your cufflinks, what you want to eat, boo. Let me feed you. Let me run your bath water. Whatever you desire, I'll supply you. So, this man had come home after working so hard to provide for, her and God forbid a family. And she's just saying, let me just, help you take off your shoestrings. Let me get you some bath water. Let me make you some food. After you worked all day to put a house over our heads and food on our table. I mean, you can't, make sure he has a relaxing environment to come back home to. Are you kidding me? But you still want that man to make money. Because God forbid a man not have money. Y'all will talk about how he's broke, how he's a bum, and you were trashing. But the second he's a provider and taking care, it's a problem and you shouldn't be catering to a man. That's not how that works. You gotta pick one. You want him to have money, and therefore, such as, you should make sure he has a nice, relaxing environment when he gets home. That's not to say that he's the only one making money. Of course, you can make your money as well. A woman, traditionally speaking, in our family structures, make sure that she's raising the children, teaching them good values, making sure that, there is food on the table. That's not saying that the man shouldn't know how to cook or can't know how to cook, but it's simply speaking that, there has to be a balance. And y'all out here talking about how you don't want to cater to a man and stuff like that. And it's why a lot of us in the Black community, the marriage rates have plummeted. 72% of our children are born outside of marriages. The Black community is no longer getting married. So you still have a man. You're still having children. You're just not having that strong family structure, that traditional loving family structure and provide a happy home and family for our children. And the problem is right there. Y'all really trying to cater to you. Like, are you kidding me? And this is like a level surface, like this whole incident on Black Twitter, but it's a much bigger, deeper issue at the root, because they did everything. This government did everything to take Black men out of our households. They literally created the war on drugs, planted drugs in the Black community, took our men outside of our house. It produced this situation where Black women had no choice but to take over the household because their men were locked up in prison or being taken away from them. They did everything to ruin economic independence in our communities. You see with Black Wall Street dropping bombs, and it wasn't just Black Wall Street, it was massacres such as the Atlanta massacre in 1906. I have a whole chart that I'm going to put up here. You can take a look at it. Massacres all across, because our people were trying to develop economic independence. They industrialized our communities, took away the factory jobs from Black men. I mean, everything you could imagine for Black men to be providers in our family's house and be, the strong men that we need them to protect us, to provide for us. They took that away and ruined it. They introduced the feminist movement into our communities to make sure that they developed this strong Black woman, I don't need a man mantra that we have today, that we have to get rid of. Because that's not how our family works. That's not how tradition works. And they know that, because at the birth of the feminist movement, 56% of Black children were being born outside of marriages, but only 20% of theirs were being born outside of marriages. So they still, and to this day, they haven't crossed above 50% white women. They to this day still understand the importance of having that traditional family, a man providing, a man and a woman working together to raise their families, and having, unity within their family structures, because that's the way you build wealth. That's the way you keep unity and love and peace in your community. So our young generation may think it's cute to be like, oh, I don't need a man, and they're on their city girls, hot summer stuff. But it's a detriment to our community. It's fun, it's funny, but we have to understand, when we really take a look back and really look at it, it is not okay with our community, because our community is suffering as a cause of it. And we have to let this type of stuff go. You should want to cater to your man. You should want a strong Black man in the household. So it's huge. I've also noticed, along with, this generation kind of subscribing to the city girl, Megan Thee Stallion, I don't need a man and let's just go out here and do whatever mindset, not only has it obviously led to lack of marriages in our community, it's also led to a war against Black men versus Black women. And I don't see how some of us don't realize that that's the worst possible thing that can happen, because Black men and Black women need each other to have Black unity in our communities, to have, established peace and love in our own communities, and to obviously work on creating a track where we can eventually get Black unity together, raise our children in strong ways, and really just get back to what was taken from us. So, some of us let little things like, we will attach things to all Black men, when really it's little Black boys doing things like, so for example, on TikTok, y'all know, if y'all follow me on TikTok, I've discussed this a lot. There's a lot of Black boys on there talking down about Black women, being colorist and stuff like that. It's hurtful. It's not okay and should never be excused. But Black women and girls will see that and just hate all Black men and say there's no good ones. They don't love Black women. They don't love our natural hair and stuff like that. We cannot let the actions of a few ignorant boys who have been influenced by this media, by this society, by loving hip hop, by music, by, stuff they see on TV, make us feel like all Black men feel this way. It is a fact that 85% of Black men marry Black women. Look at the NBA. They want you to believe that Black men don't marry Black women. But majority of Black basketball players obviously are with Black women, because majority of them are Black. And the top ones, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, they're married to Black women. Black women, noticeably Black women, not mixed, noticeably Black women. I'm sure a couple of NBA players who are married to Black women might be married to mixed Black women. But they're Black women at the end of the day. Black men do love Black women. It's the fact that the media wants to bombard us with the belief that they don't, because obviously they benefit off of us not being united. They benefit off of us at each other's neck. We don't benefit from that at all. And Black women, stop fronting. You know that the second that something happens to Black men, we're on the front lines because we care about them and love them. But we cannot contribute by saying that we will just fight for them in the streets, but we're not going to fight for them in the homes, bringing peace into our homes, being structured back to the traditional Black family. We try to take on these white, idealistic, views and attach it to our Black nature, and they don't fit. They don't work. As Black women, we have to understand the importance of talking our men up, needing our men to provide and protect us, because it is not a coincidence that we are the only women who talk down to our men, disrespect our men. Our men have been taken from our households, and simultaneously, Black women, there are 75,000 of us missing, human trafficking and everything else, because we don't have protection, because we're over here telling our protection, we don't want to cater to you. We don't want you to provide for us. That's a problem. And we have to understand that it's not cute and it's not funny. And I don't think that we should ever do it. I, for myself, will say that I am definitely independent, and that's something I have to work on. And I've talked to, guys who are like, you need to stop being so independent and stuff like that. And it's true, I'm working on it. But I do understand the importance of having a man provide and having the necessary tools of men to protect us, and needing men in our families. It's so important. A Black girl, a Black daughter needs her Black father. So while we're over here joking and telling our men they're trash, it's destroying our communities, and it's really ridiculous. So while y'all are trying to cancel Cater to You by Beyonce and Destiny's Child, it's so disrespectful that I keep saying Beyonce. While y'all are trying to cancel Cater to You by Destiny's Child, y'all should be taking notes. You should be learning from it, because even back then, our family structures were stronger than they are now, and the love in the Black community was always strong. That's why when we had stuff like The Cosby Show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters, Different World, and stuff like that, Black love was so huge, such a huge part of that show, because it's the only way we can be successful. It's the only way we can have peace and love in our community. It starts in our individual family structures, and then it spills out to the whole of our community. So if we're going to sit up here and talk about we love the Black community, we want us to do better, we want us to be free, but we don't want Black men and Black women to be in harmony, then we're not really telling the truth, because it can't happen without that. So All in all, y'all, let me know in the comments what you guys think about them wanting to cancel cater to you, and how we get our people to really realize that we need Black men and Black women to live harmoniously together, to come together and to work together so we can see progress in our community. I mean, how do you think Black Wall Street happened? Black men and Black women united together. They had strong family structures. That's the only reason that they could achieve economic independence. They worked together. The lawyers, the doctors, the farmers, the talented of our people, they all came together and bought land. And the individuals who I'm going to be doing a YouTube video and a TikTok video about, who are today currently Black people buying up the land in the United States to build their own separated Black-owned communities, they're families. These are families doing this. It's not just random people in the Black community. Our families and Black men and Black women coming together is so important that we cannot see progress without that. So it's like, that's why I keep saying it's not a joke and it's not funny. It's something that we absolutely have to really target and really see how we can start to get back to our traditional Black family. And it definitely is media and the music and the blogs and what we see, and like this new age Black woman who's very sexual and very free and very, I don't need a man. And that's destroying our communities. And they're intentionally putting that image of Black women out there, over-sexualizing us, making us seem like we are strong and independent and don't need nobody, because it tears our families apart and the potential to have our families, and it ruins our community. And, you know, they're not putting up Black women up there to the world to see us dignified with our clothes on, you know, not seeing us, you know, seeing us right next to a strong Black man. And why do you think they don't put those images out there? We fall for these types of things. And then we want to talk about, oh my God, that's another thing, y'all, what I hate. Black people in this new age will come out with these big words and be like, well, this is respectability politics, and this is not how we do this. And you know what? That mindset has been so bad in the past. And it's like, oh, has it? Because I can show you in the past how the traditional Black family has led to economic advancement in our communities, peace in our communities. That's the only reason we were able to get through such a slavery, and get through all that we've been through in the past 400 years was from a strong Black family structure and a strong Black family unit. It kills me when we try to sound intelligent, but we're too intelligent to, you know, we think we're so much smarter than our grandparents, but they had more success in the heart that they lived in than we do today. Because there's more Black men in prison today than there was in bondage back then. Because we have less economic progress than our grandparents did back then. So you know so much. Clearly you do not. The traditional Black family structure is important. Stop with all your big words. Just look at our condition now versus then, and it'll show you that. So it's so essential and so important that we focus on getting back to the traditional Black family structure, and we stop doing silly things like trying to cancel songs about providing and helping our men because we should, and catering to our men because we should, and they should cater to us. And that's that on that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and like this video. And make sure that we are talking and spreading these conversations to other people. Don't just sit here and watch this on your own and soak in this information. Spread it to other people. We all need to be having these discussions in our community. Obviously, we need to see progress. Thank you guys so much. Next week, because I wanted to gather my information about, you know, I have to be accurate, y'all. I can't be up here saying things and not have them statistically backed up and factually backed up. The situation with the Asian man who shot the 6-year-old Black boy. I'm going to be doing a video talking about the Black men who showed up for them and how this is really important for our unity, but I want to make sure that I have my research together. So that video will be coming out next week. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this channel with your friends and post it to your social media. I don't care if you have 1 follower, you never know how you might inspire them to watch and join our channel. Make sure you guys go to milabrat.com and support my small Black-owned business, you guys, and make sure that you get some shirts and some jewelry. Okay, I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.